Infinite Tarot 888. All right, guys, this is going to be for Leo. Sun, moon, rising, anywhere in your chart. So we move from there to over here. There could be some kind of movement. Something could be going on within your, whether it's in your mind, maybe you're having a different way of seeing things. Some of you guys are physically moving. I'm hearing finally. Yes, for some of you guys, it could be temporary. For some of you guys, you could be all up in your head. These two cards fell up. You could be like, man, is this the correct decision? And you got the key at the bottom of the deck right here. Two fell over here. And it says key, people, core of the problem. And pass. For some of you guys, you might just pass. Like if somebody's giving you the key, you might say, ay, como que no, I don't know. I'm channeling right now, so those gestures, they go with somebody that says that, yes. And this might be something that has to be with divine intervention. Or if you're the one trying to give somebody the key and somebody's like, well, como que no, it could be in the sense of a commitment. The universe is telling you, Leo, vámonos para afuera, clean house. Maybe that has something to do with it, because over here you got this. You have hidden truth and runaway. Let's not hope that you have a child that is trying to run away. But for a lot of you Leos, you could have experienced something like this in the past, or you're currently thinking of moving on, moving away. Maybe canceling plans, to move in. For some of you guys, there's a hidden truth that's gonna come out. Something secret. It's almost like it says right here on the tip. You're right on the tip of the iceberg. And maybe a lot of people, this could pertain to the way people saw you, the way things happened. If this is something that happened in the past, maybe you left a home, or you were discarded in a certain way. Truth is, you were moving away. For some of you guys, there's a key that might be, hey, for maybe somebody's trying to bring you back, and you're like, are you crazy? Some of you guys are like, it's gonna hit for everybody's different. I'm channeling right now, so some of you guys, somebody feels like you ran away from a commitment. They could have thought they had you right there, and from what it looks like, it's almost like it has a string, to this key. So maybe it came with a lot of attachments, like strings attached, and you were like, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you, and you kept it pushing. For some of you guys, there's been a hidden secret behind what happened, maybe with you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. Yes, a lot of people could have wondered what happened to Leo. Leo, you could have had to run away fast from the situation. Maybe a lot of people don't know, but if you're in that current situation where you got taken, I'm hearing that in your own damn freaking house. Of course, if you were married, there was 50-50, but a lot of you guys, you could have been the key of the whole situation. But some of you guys, and this is key. I'm hearing key is, how do you look at the situation you're currently going through, or you're about to, you're on the verge. For some of you guys, it's different timelines. And somebody said, a la madre. Because you're like, kiss my ass, and I'm going. And this is something that you're running towards, because you're running away. And somebody might be running away from the truth of what really happened. For some of you guys, you're running to go towards something passionate. This could be something different, a new career, a new person, I heard. For some of you guys, yeah. So for some of you guys, I just want to be on my own. You want to find yourself. This could be for somebody that is of the age of 18 and you want to explore the world. You want to, do something different. And you're having somebody to control you, and it could be controlling you with finances. And could be also in the sense of a partnership. If you had joint, if you were in a marriage, in other words, or even if you weren't married, but you had a joint bank account, all of a sudden somebody's trying to control you, This could be even at work, they don't want to give you a promotion, and they have you like this, with the strings. And it could have been even your fucking business, excuse my language, pero yes. And success and fortune for some of you guys, you're the key. I'm keep hearing. And somebody's gonna be surprised. It's almost meant to be a divine intervention. A lot of you guys could be feeling like, man, but they did me dirty. Really? You're not gonna be saying that in 2025, especially if you're listening to this video. You're gonna say, what? Because even though people are pointing the finger, you did this, and there could be people that you know, and you're like, what? They know you better than they know the other person, but that's okay. Remember what it says right here, divine intervention. Okay, remember that. And it can seem, however, people can look at it in different ways. All right, so let's see. We have trash and snake. For some of you guys, the trash had to be taken out, you know, and some of you guys, you could be looked at as the trash. And it's okay. That's their opinion. It doesn't matter. You don't need validation. For some of you guys, yeah, you're going to show them. Because in reality, there's something that you asked, that you prayed. You prayed for it. And some of you guys could have had, I'm telling you, it could even be a parental figure for some of you guys. Whatever age you're at, put yourself where you belong. Some of you guys could be losing losing a job. Maybe you think you like it. For some of you guys, man, you hate it there. Every morning before you hit the entrance to the driveway or to your location of business or whatever, and your stomach hurts, you gotta go to the shitter, and somebody's always in there, and it's almost the environment is negative, but you have to deal with it. You feel like you have to. There could be trash everywhere. They cochinos. You go in the shitter and there's shit everywhere, and like you're like, damn. Especially if it's a woman's bathroom, you're like, damn. Holy shit, what'd you eat last night? Pinche burrito everywhere. For some of you guys, you know, it just you don't feel appreciated. You don't feel, love there. Like all the work that you do and everything, you just don't feel it. You don't see it in your check. You always. It's almost like you get your check and you're walking away like this, and it's like, man, and you're thinking and manifesting. Your thoughts are very important, and you're getting the signs as you're going here. You might have your earphones, you're concentrated, and in that phase where you're like this, whether you're driving or you're walking, and you're passing every tree, and every tree's looking at you like, fucker, are you gonna learn? For some of you guys, you could be having money problems. It could be due to a situation, with somebody in the past. You look at the photographs, you're like, man, we used to have it really good. You remember all the times, she used to chase you. And if you're a male listening to this, pay attention. She used to chase you and all that. And then you notice all of a sudden, she's not chasing me. Fuck that. Maybe, I don't know. You might look back and you still think, I did it. But she's not. She did a pit stop. She found somebody else. And you're like, what the hell? Yes, fool. She could have got tired. And if it's the other way around, ladies, you could expected this person to chase you. And, you're having nostalgia. You're like, man, what changed in Leo? What? And you could be looking at this person like this, like, what? Could be years that passed by, and you're still wondering. And maybe you text them, and be careful, you might text a nudie or something, and it's not his number no more, or her number. Ay, mandas un pinche pecker, picture, and somebody else answers you, excuse me? They might tell you, like, come over, and it's the same guy or whatever, same sex, and you're like, what? Isn't this such and such? No, but you could come over. I don't know. For some of you guys, yeah, you could be in that energy, and it could be after this breakup, and this breakup could have had you thinking. It could have had you thinking like, fuck, was I really chasing after somebody that didn't want me? So some of you guys, you were playing too hard. Maybe you took her phone and ya ibas en chinga, and she's like, wait a minute. And you found out the passcode. You were thinking there's somebody behind there. You were right. There was an encounter. You might have been inspecting everywhere. Like, shit, I see Mickles there. I see Mickles over there. Powerful. I mean, probably shooting like crazy. Like, yeah, for some of you guys could be like, is there a camera there or something? But your intuition is telling you something. For some of you guys, they could be possessing your animal, your pet, and it could be an alien. Look at this one. The quiera anda, right? Yes. For some of you guys, your pet, yes, it is. almost like your guardian angel. It protects you from the shadows. For some of you fuckers, you have to protect the damn dog or the cat or whatever. And some of you guys, your animal can feel your energy when you're in this energy of torment, shame, guilt. You could be, going through the process, and you're like, you think nobody's seeing or feeling, you going through your shadow work, and it's just part of the process. For some of you guys, don't skip that. Go through it. Yes. See, it's like right here, estás en los blinds, and you want to look, but you don't want to look. That's the same thing as you wanting to look at your ex's page and all that shit and see what they're doing. But you're working that shadow, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do it no more. And you're building up the courage to finally let go. Like, I don't look at that shit. I'm almost a la chingada. Look. Inspecting, exploring, you're searching. You want to know things. And your intuition is part of the practice, I see that right here. And for some of you guys, as you're doing this investigation and stuff, you could be like right there. And for some of you guys, you could be in the field of, looking at houses. I don't know, inspector or something. You could be looking and this and that, and they're like, they're fucking houses jacked up. Or you could be looking at a purchase you bought, and you didn't look exactly right. You didn't trust your intuition. Some of you guys could have just got it to piss somebody else, and then guess what? You pissed off the vibration of the money. This finances is like, no, you can't abuse this energy. This energy needs to know that you love it, or else it'd be like, no, you're trying to use me. No, no, no. Unless it's at the script club. Entonces, mira, ahí viene. Yes. Yes, for the ladies too. You can spend it at the strip club. Yes. Anda el gordito on the pole and everything. Yes. Sometimes it'd be me. Okay, so some of you guys, you could be looking at somebody that was your roommate. Could be even somebody that you allowed to come and stay. You thought, they'll help me, with the rent and all that. And look how they leave the place, and you're like, fuck. You live like that, and you could have known this person for years. This could be even a relative. You're like, man, I didn't know that you were that messy. Now, if this is your partner and they moved in and all of a sudden they're like this, like you're a man and you're like, fuck, I used to go to your pad and you had it spotless. It's because, their mom or somebody else went and cleaned. Sometimes they would pay or something. If it's a man, yeah, he's like, my mom used to clean the house for me. For some of you guys, you're looking back and you feel like trash, like, fuck, I don't feel comfortable. How did I allow this person to manipulate me? How did I let this snake in? How did I not see these things? And you're wondering, how didn't I see this person? And you're trying to go within to really see why you didn't see, really this person for who they really were. They were slithering, they were showing up. When you were dark, you thought they were the light, but they weren't. They were still darkness. They knew how to tap into your energy. Yes. Some of you guys were wondering, well, why is this fucker running from me? Some of you guys could be like, why are they chasing me? And for a lot of you guys, the reason that you had to go through this is really to face your shadow. There's something important you got to do. And for a lot of you guys, when intervention came in, divine intervention, they want me to show you again. Look, it was meant to push you here. That's all you need right there, papi, mami, mira. Right there. You're like, maybe you got to wear your underwears a couple of times, but don't wear it. Mira, the number 5, change is coming. And look, what is the reason for you going through this? Because for a lot of you guys, you think, oh man, because you're looking back and after this breakup and you're like, man, it wasn't fair. Yeah, maybe something to do with the home, and it's like, I didn't run away, but shit, the way that it happened, you had to leave. And the universe is saying, are you trusting? Are you trusting, guys? Like, are you trusting in my plan or what? Because you got a choice. You can go back, no problem. Before sunset, you better make a decision, or else, cállate. You look more better. In Spanish, it says, calladito se mira más bonito, bonita. Sounds better in Spanish, but yes, something about the sunset right there, with the windmill. For some of you guys, you could have been in there and you don't want people to know that you were having an affair, but, you would go to the lake butt naked and maybe somebody sees you. For some of you guys, they had a hunting camera right there. and they were watching the Bucks, having this, and all of a sudden here comes two gorditos and chingadas, and the ranchers are like, fuck, was that an 8-pointer? No, bitch, that was a bitch with big old titties, y el pinche rancher in the back. And you know this person, and you're like, holy shit. And you don't know what to say. Because for some of you guys, that could have been your tia, or, the neighbor, or your dad with the neighbor. I don't know, but I'm channeling, and you're like, fuck. But you did it, and they didn't know. You thought it was bucks. At first, it was the deers. Then all of a sudden, ay. And you know this shit, and you're cooling down, and you're like, fuck, I hope they don't know. But, I started a pinche clown watching, and all of a sudden, wait, whoever you caught, they're like, fuck, there's a camera right there. Yes. But the whole thing of this, besides that, that's just another story for somebody else that is, for some of you guys, yeah. And you're wishing, and you have a desire. We're going to find this out right now. For some of you guys, you're desiring to catch somebody by surprise. And like, it would be a miracle because your intuition is telling you something, but this person could be one step ahead of you. I don't know. I just heard like a GPS or something, or they call, or you call, however it may be. And it's weird because you're finding out, you're noticing a pattern, and you're standing firm on it because the universe, God wanted to tell you, like, pay attention. Te da unas cachetadas. Pay attention, cabrón, cabrona. Yes, I'm trying to give you a miracle, but not for you to go in there and raise hell. It's for you to run as fast as you can. And for some of you guys, it might be somebody running fast as they can when you show up on the scene. Somebody that's not supposed to be there. And for some of you, God will put you there in the right time, at the right time, I'm hearing. Maybe before sunset or something, and the universe, God is telling you, Ventira, I want you to go there silently. See, because God, I don't know, I was getting this download. It was almost, and I'm gonna have to do a video on it, but it was something about, they're saying it's almost like when God will tell you when it's the time to make that move, because it's not about you being revengeful, or it is, I'm here, revengeful. You have to look at it in a way, because God will handle the situation. But in this case, for some of you guys, and I'm going to have to go through it extent, but just real quick, they said, it's almost like David, when he was fighting Delilah, he didn't just go in there and say, let me get in there and beat his ass. No, he understood, he was waiting, and he told the king, he's like, man, I can do it, hold on. And he goes and he meditates. And what is he doing? He's waiting on God for divine timing. And how? Strategy, And then when he was ready, then he goes, he knows, and he's doing God's will. For some of you guys, you're gonna have that situation. Your Goliath, let's call it your Goliath. And somebody thinks they got away with something, but it's not. Look, it says uninvited guests for drinks. Yes. And maybe you're coming early from your hunting season or whatever. Maybe you canceled, or maybe your person doesn't know that. Or for some of you guys, just God tells you, hey, because by then you're already fine and tuned and connected. You don't need nobody else, not even my message. You're already connected, and all of a sudden, a song, somebody honking, somebody looking at you a certain way, and the sunset, maybe in the clouds it says, like an arrow, go back, You might see a frog. I don't know what that means, but there's something you're going to see. Or a call in the way they said it and everything. You're like, you know what? Man, I think. And you just got to be quiet, very quiet, calm and collected. God is not going to allow you to see these things until your emotions are in check. Relax. Calm. Yeah, somebody might come out running like in chinga, jumping off the fucking second story, and hasta pinche messing up their ankles or something, but you're gonna know. And the universe is gonna give you this crown back, because there was a clown in your past. They thought they were gonna get away with something. And the universe is saying they try to take your crown, but they can't fill your shoes. They look like Ronald McDonald, like this. Mira, anda con los patas así. And this person is gonna take a deep look in the mirror. Deep look. For some of you guys, they already are, because you're still alive. You made it. And some of you guys, look, you made a promise to God, the universe. It was the only person that was there for you. There's the only person that really protected you. And you're wide awake, clean as a whistle. And you feel deceived. And you might have, well, you already went through this process where you looked in the mirror and you said, I am sexy. I am fine. I am handsome. I am worthy. Some of you guys were dealing with somebody when you broke up. They caused so much damage. You weren't even probably you were dealing with something. Dealing with something. Look, the home card came out right after this. It's like you reflect, you're like, wait a minute. This person could have been trying to knock your crown off. Like you weren't worthy, that you weren't this, you weren't that. You have talent. And they were mad, maybe, maybe somebody calls you that. Because you're a person, maybe you stay home, you work on your talent. For some of you guys, you have your studio in there, y ahí te sueltas el pinche chongo, you back and forth. And it shows for some of you guys. Your home, your body and everything is like, for some of you guys, somebody feels like you're home. Or, yeah. Some of you guys, you just love to go within. Like this intervention that happened, you going, and if right now you're on a timeline where you're crying because it's hard. If you're going through these holidays, feeling unloved, that nobody's there for you and everything, the universe is telling you to trust the process. And from experience, I'm telling you, you could feel bad. You don't have nowhere to go. You you feeling like, man, I should be home, but you aren't. You on the road. You somewhere else. You could be laying next to a pinche windmill watching somebody else fucking, and you're by yourself, and you're like, fuck. Hasta los pinche bucks y los puercos están en chinga, and you're like, fuck, nobody loves me. But guess what? Divine intervention is coming. You're gonna get home. This is your time where God is polishing your skills, your talents. It says right here, you were born with something. Some of you guys, big time. I don't know about you guys. Some of you guys could be singers, yes. And then you sing from the soul, like the way you talk and the way you throw it out there. I don't know, but whatever you do, a lot of people like it. They like it. They want to do like this. It's okay. It's okay. Look, for a lot of you guys, your talent, your ability, your vibration, maybe the essence, I don't know, the way you smell. You smell good. I'm picking that up. But you have a way to help humanity. And you're neglecting it. And you're going to bring balance. There's going to be, you could be dealing with somebody with Libra, or you could have Libra in your chart and you're wondering why this is all happening. And some of you guys, you're not all the way, on perfect. You have your defaults, but it's what God looks at, your heart, your intentions behind it. You don't have to try to defend yourself. Tú déjalo en God. God's going to show it in the way you move, the way you do things. It's like the process. And you weren't going to be able to do it around somebody that didn't want to be with you or follow you. Because this card over here is not just about chasing. See, you could be a man or you could be a woman listening to it, right? Listening to this right now. I'm getting a download. And it's almost, your man could want to go in a different direction. He's being guided. And you're second guessing it. Oh no, and maybe you might be hearing from other people, oh, está pendejo, that he's dumb. Or if you're a woman, God is guiding you to go in a different direction, and your man knows you have talents. But he's jealous, he's insecure, he knows you're gonna get attention, he knows he might lose you to somebody else, because let's be real. He might not be the finest guy ever, but he has a heart. Maybe he puts it down, but he has insecurities. We all have them. Yes, me too. But there's something to do with that. And so if you're a man and the woman didn't want to follow you, maybe she was afraid of losing, giving up everything that you guys had built or you had built, what you brought. And maybe it could have been very deceiving. Could have hurt you, but that's okay. You're going towards the sun. Don't worry. And if you're a lady, you could be doubting it. Talk to God. If you're a man and you're doubting the skills and talents of this woman, that's something you got to go to God. And plus, you can't hold somebody back from wanting to fulfill their dreams. Now, if they're going to another pecker, ahí es otro pedo. I don't know what to tell you there. That ain't the right person for you. That's a different, or another woman. That's different. Sometimes you gotta let them go. You gotta know, okay, hasta aquí se pagó. But as far as unfairness and they did you wrong, don't worry. God has a way of fixing things and redirecting you in a different way. And you're gonna know this because they're gonna feel like a clown. They're gonna feel like, aha. And maybe for some of you guys, you have this energy of uplifting people, and you have the clown. There's nothing wrong with it. The clown, it could be happy as fuck, and when it gets sad, olvídate, they running for the closest exit. And that's how you have to be. You have to balance, you know. And a lot of you guys are gonna own your shadow. You're gonna own who God created you to be. And you know, I tell a lot of people, I love the way God created me. Yes, I'm happy, I'm joyful. I drink sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it could get a little bit out of hand, but I know how to do things in moderations. But He created me perfect in His eyes, not in y'all's, but in His. And He did the same for you guys. And a lot of it, you know, it could be even from parental figures. They want you to be a certain way. Oh, they think your talent is trashy, you know, and you could be living like this because you're freaking on the computer all day or whatever you do. But there's hope if you're thinking that somebody's not seeing your talent. Some of you guys, you could be getting rashes or something. I'm telling you, I'm picking up on something de una oreja roja. Maybe it's spiritual. God is grabbing you and going, hey, listen, pay attention. Don't worry about anything else around. Just right here. Because you're doing good. You're amazing. You're fantastic. Yes. And you're reaching levels that nobody has if you keep focused on God. Wherever He's leading you, don't forget to give Him His credit. God is everything. Nobody. All glory be to God. Put it in the comments, baby, because some of you guys, if this person doesn't follow you, it's okay. God wants you to discover who you truly are, your talents. Yes, if it's singing, if it's dancing, whatever it may be. Some of you guys, you're just truth seekers, and you know, you're in this energy. For some of you guys, you're on display and like in public. People are gonna see you. They'll be like, whoa, you can stop traffic. Yes. For some of you guys, you create something that is amazing and you're not believing in it. Look, you're holding back and it's gonna be just publicly there, whatever you do. Whatever you do. But look, I've been holding on to this right here, this crown. Finishing up this reading. I was gonna get into some other, I had a box right here, but they want me to finish this. Leo, for a lot of you guys, you have a crown and the universe is telling you it's coming. Don't worry, don't mess it up. Let things go. It's almost like saying, don't try to control things that you can't. And for some of you guys, you could be this person and you're just kind of slowing down. And you're allowing somebody that you love fly away to fulfill their dreams, and you do it out of love. This is for some of you guys that has nothing to do with anything else. This is true love. You say, you know what, they deserve it. Maybe I can't go to that extent. And you don't do something to destroy this person. You wish them well and you send them with blessings. And you just kind of hold back. Some of you guys, it could be somebody that you're wishing, and hopefully if it's meant for us to be together, for some of you guys, it could be one of you, either the husband, wife, or the boyfriend, girlfriend, and you know what? I'll hold it down. Tu vete. Yeah. And that's fucking power. That's love. That's loyalty. That's something God is going to tell you. It might not even be something with this. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You don't give a shit because God is what is. You keep in focus on God, and that's what's important. Sometimes your mind will mess up things for you, and you could cause this when it's unnecessary. Some of you guys could be reflecting like, damn, if I wouldn't have done that, holy shit. So you can't even be regretful. How many of you guys regret your past? Put in the comments, raise your hand. How many of you guys don't? I don't regret shit. I know I didn't do the most, you know, nice thing in the past. I have my past, but I don't regret it because it led me to know God more than anything, you know. And I know my past, you know, my old self. I start young doing all crazy shit, and it's like I miss you, my shadow self, you know. Bitch, I miss you too, but I ain't trying to reconcile with your ass. See? Bitch, you know how much I got in trouble with your ass, you know, even when I was supposed to be on vacation, and it messages your inner shadow, and you push it away. I don't know if you can hear it, but look, you tell it I'm already ascended. That could be your past. And you could be like this, bitch, don't you know? Look, and your dark side and your white side, and you're like, balance hasta you make the horse dance while you shake that booty hasta el pinche caballo se mueve. And you tell your past, I'm sorry, but I moved on and I'm going in a different direction. And you become this mystery. And you become this empty room for somebody that didn't value you. They didn't value you in the commitment. For some of you guys, this could be somebody that you took all the steps and they did it, and you said, I nos vemos, I'm still moving forward. And they laughed. They laughed that you lost everything. They were just bullshitting you. But now they're looking back and they're watching you, and you're a mystery, and they're watching this crown like this. And it's justice. And whoever did you wrong, también, look, you committed, and some of you guys to God. This is to somebody. You're like, you know what? And they see the loyalty. A lot of you guys, this is to spirit, to God, you know? Just know you are a mystery. I'm telling you, a mystery to a lot of people. And these two cards, they want me to show you. Look, ascending. This is obedience. Where do you want me next, God? And this is you on your high fucking horse. And for some of my fellas, there's a lady coming towards you. This is very independent lady that's gonna match your vibration. And the horse is even winking at you. They know you, they smell you, they see that crown, and you're a mystery, but not to them. And this empty room right there is about to be warm, and you're just the sunshine and the sunset at the end of the day. And that's part of the, it's gonna be an encounter. Looking for it, you might not even be looking for it. Pero ahí viene. And this video is late. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I don't know, I heard the buck stops here. Everybody, they took from you para atrás todo. You're gonna be blessed tenfold, and that's just karmic law. That's the way it happens. What you put out, what you do to other people, how you gain your prosperity is how you lose it too. So you know your spiritual laws. They judged you. Even the police could have been against you. You might have not had the best lawyer here, but you had the best lawyer. That's God, the one over there, up there. I mean, so that's what I got for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. Pick this energy up. Forgiveness is everything. It's the key. It's the key in here. And everything. Look, in divine timing, as soon as you let go, look what God sends you. A rose, algo rojo, algo bonito that smells good, passionate. And if it's in love, when God sends it, that person will keep up with you 2 or 3 rounds, and God is going to be like, calm down, cool down, better that. Because for some of you guys, I say some of us, God made us with lots of love. Like we were left in the oven a little bit longer than a lot of them. So we might come out a little darker. Look, roll the dice, because look, something about a home and hope and missing you, reconcile. And if you're in this phase, somebody's running and they're not gonna find you, fuckers. Okay, I gotta get off of here. But remember, letting go and divine timing, okay? Some of you guys, you gotta take a fucking hot shower. I mean, cold shower, they said. All right, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.